right, what's going on, everybody? My name's Captain Crush. I'm going to be your host for the next 10 minutes. We have one game to break down today. It's a same game parlay, but I'm going to bring it to you via PrizePicks. I'm not going to cover too much today. We're going straight to PrizePicks. Today has been a day. I've been on live stream with my Discord community for probably 6 hours. We broke down that blowout game. Luckily, we had a couple W's, but it was an insane blowout, so we move on. If you're new to my channel, I cover PrizePicks, sleeper, underdog fantasy, all of it combined with a splash of DraftKings, which is coming soon. We're doing best ball content with underdog, and I am teaching DraftKings, NFL, and NBA. Oh yeah, you better believe it. That being said, let's head on over and check out this game. Minnesota Lynx, 1.5 point dogs. Phoenix Mercury, 1.5 point favorites. Over under 160. That ain't bad for a WNBA game, fam. I'm telling you right now. When was the last time we saw the Minnesota Lynx being a dog to Mercury? Stop the count. When was the last time we saw Phoenix Mercury being a favorite in anything? They were dead last for a reason. They're still dead last in my book, but hopefully I get on the right side of it. If you're interested in this little clean interface app that I'm using, it's Outlier Bet. They have all the props here. You can dig in and dumpster dive. It helps me with your process. It helps me with my process, I should say. It's Outlier Bet. Use promo code CRUSH and get you that 37 days. If they don't work on the thing, just email support and tell them the captain sent you. What a mouthful that was, but here we are. We're at the king of the road, PrizePicks, and we got that game. One game, WNBA, same game parlay. I want to take a minute and talk about the Joe Johnson, Icy Joe, ISO Joe, Joe Jesus, whatever you want to call him. I literally hated on the man before the taco even came out. It was literally a 7 point something like that discount, the big 3 tacos. PrizePicks, what are you doing? If you're going to give us discounts, stick it with WNBA or MLB or PGA. No one's interested in that big 3 nonsense. It's a total sell job. Had him paired up with Ricky Fowler over 5.5 birds. That was a cash, but the taco or whatever you want to call it, the discounted projection, sold. ISO Joe, you're about 45 years old. Get back into 2005 because you ain't gonna be in my slips ever again. And no, I don't have a banned list, but I do have an age limit, and the cutoff is 40 for basketball. You dig? Let's move on. Nafisa Collier, 23.5 points. My oh my, Collier. Collier County, anyone? Naples? Take a look here. Seattle 31, Seattle 33, Connecticut probably got blown out of the water 21, the Sparks 26, and the Las Vegas Aces, the future champs, 18. Nafisa crushes, folks. It's that simple. Is she going to crush Phoenix? I hope so, because I'm high on her. Check this out. Her fantasy score, 42.5. I am taking more. She has a 66.1 in the last game, 51, 42, 54, 32. The point is, her floor is probably 30, and her ceiling, as you can see, is over 60. So if she's going to be in a 1.5 point spread versus the Phoenix Mercury, you better believe that I will take Nafisa Collier over 42.5 fantasy points. Give it to me. Brittany Griner, you want a run back? It's same game parlay. We don't have a choice. Brittany Griner, 37 fantasy points. I had her at 36. She seems to be trending the right way. Psych, this isn't enough sample size to give you any type of trending data. I will say this. She had 38, 37, 23, an abysmal 6, and a 50 burger. If she comes out on the court and actually decides to play, God willing, she does have a high ceiling, as you can see, 50. She's usually going to be anywhere between 25 to 35. That's her normal range of outcomes. We're going to need an outlier game to clear this tag. Like I said, I got it at 36. I took more. It's at 37 now. I will give you that. I have her going for right around 37 or 38. If you want to take more there, you can. Kayla McBride, 22 fantasy points. My oh my, McBride's been cashing for me the last 2 times. Not on fantasy points, as you can see, she crushed last game, but on her real points. I've been getting her at 11 and 12. She's been deflated. Now she's at 12.5. She's facing Phoenix. They give up points. I don't see the problem with taking Kayla McBride more. I'm telling you guys right now, I will tell you when it's under season, and I'll tell you when it's more season. Today, it was a mix of both for that first game, but 90% of it was Moore's. Luckily, Asia Wilson, Moore, 9.5 rebounds, cash it. I'm going to put this contest right here. And Alyssa Thomas, less than 10 rebounds. That is a 2-man that I gave out in the Discord. It cashed, thankfully. But the point is, I want you to see, what do you look at this? What does this contest look like to you? It's called correlation, and it's called a 1v1 stack. If Asia Wilson's in the paint grabbing those rebounds, and it's going to work against Alyssa Thomas. That's how you want to correlate your slips. So if Asia goes off, Thomas is likely not going to be getting those rebounds. They're all going to be going to Asia. So build your slips accordingly, folks. That's what I'm trying to teach you. That being said, let's get back on topic. Kayla McBride, 12.5 real points. I like it. I will take more. I'm willing to lick my wounds here if she sells. She's been throwing that ball up. She's been going 5 to 6 to 7 to 8, even 9 3-point attempts in games. And whenever I see someone at 12.5 points taking 9 3-point attempts, guess what, folks? I'm smashing over. And if she sells, well, by God, she sells. And bringing into that segue, Sophie Cunningham, she's at 10. She's at 9.5 on Underdog. And you better believe we will segue to Underdog. Last night, Underdog, you sold us. You sold me. You sold my soldiers. You sold everybody. Why didn't you reboot Jordan Canada? It was right there. All you guys had to do was reboot her, and the captain was going 4 of 4 for a perfect contest pick'em. Okay? Instead, Canada, she sold, and that's unfortunate. I get 2.5x. Same thing with no house advantage. You sold me too. Perfect 5 of 5. Canada got injured. She sold, so I don't get a reboot. PrizePicks, they rebooted it. Anytime someone gets injured in the first half, if they don't come back the second half, they get reboot. That is a perk of PrizePicks. That is why, as much as PrizePicks does things incorrect sometimes, at the end of the day, when the day is done, they are still number one when it comes to giving back to the community. They don't have to reboot those. Most books, 99% of books, they are the 1%, the one book that I know that does that. They help us out, give us a reboot, and with that, thank you, PrizePicks. I know you don't have to do that. I wish everybody did that. I will say this, Sophie Cunningham, okay, she got hurt last time in the third quarter. If they get hurt in the third quarter, it's not a reboot. So as you can see, that last game, she had 2 points, 3 points, 14, 27, 13. Diana was missing. This is the lowest Sophie Cunningham's ever been all season long. I've never seen her at 10 real points. I know she's at 9.5 on Underdog, like I just said. I'm taking more here. I have a little bit of push equity. I know the books and odds are favoring less here. My model's probably favoring less too. I didn't even want to look at it because I just wanted to go with my own gut reaction, a knee-jerk reaction to Sophie Cunningham today. 10 points. Give me more, and I'm hoping to be on the right side of this when she bounces back. And hopefully tonight's the night. She's in a good matchup. It should be a close game, projected-wise anyways. And this could be the night where she bounces back. And I want to be able to cash it for the last 2 times when she's sold. Speaking of sell job, Diana Taurasi, anyone? Does anyone remember that taco when she had 0 points? The captain remembers. I know you guys remember. You guys keep lists like nobody's business, especially Ash. She's got a list of receipts. So, Diana Taurasi, more 15.5 points? Nah, I ain't going there. I'll tell you what I will take a shot on with Diana Taurasi. Oh boy, they bumped it. It was 4.5. Now it's 5. Listen, this game starts at 9 p.m. I thought I had more time to break it down before it was bump season. I got all this stuff out in my Discord community. That's why I tell you guys, my free YouTube watchers, I love you guys. But if you want to take it serious, if you're ready to take the next level, the next step, you best join the Discord community. What's a Discord community? Well, it's where my paid subscribers go, and I go on this mic. I call it the hot mic. I go on there and live stage chat, hours at a time, answering questions, building contests, breaking stuff down, the analytics, deep dive, all of it. That's where you get a one-on-one microphone, a one-on-one straight to me. I'm there to help you guys, and that's critical. That's also a good place to get second half. We talk about it all. We talk about other stuff besides sports too. Positive life tips, if you will. I will tell you that. We talk a lot about life, and I give out the best advice I can so people can learn, and we learn from each other as well. So, Diana Taurasi, she was at 4.5. If you want to take a dice roll at 5, you absolutely can. She's normally going to get between 4 and 7 on average. Again, she's been dealing with that hamstring injury. If you want to say, Captain, I'm not taking that bump. I'm not interested in a bumped line. Go ahead and take less. I won't begrudge you a bit. It's 100% fine to do so. Okay, and right here I have the DG optimizer pulled up. What is that? It's basically something that pulls all the books lines for you and takes out the VIG odds so I don't have to calculate it by myself anymore. I just go to DG Fantasy, I go on here, I have my little membership, it pulls it up, it gives me the hit rate, makes my life a lot easier. And as you can see, most of the books still have it at 4.5, but if you put it at 5, it becomes a 55% chance to go under. It's minus 147 to hit. Anytime you get those odds, that's plus EV betting, folks. It's very simple. Anyone can do this. It's nice and color coordinated. The link is in my description. If you click it, you'll get, I think, $5 off and a 3-day trial. You can't beat it. Give it a shot. What do you have to lose besides nothing? All right, and on that same coin, Napheesa Collier, 8.5 rebounds. I've been cashing on the Collier rebound train for a while now. She was at 7.5 last game. She cashed. The game before that, she cashed. Here we are. She's at 8.5. Listen, the Phoenix, they give up rebounds. I know they do. I'm not going to go back and check. You know what? I will go back and check. Here we are. Napheesa Collier over 8.5 rebounds. Minus 125, minus 140. They're 8th in rebounds allowed, folks. There's only 12 teams, so they're pretty much dead last in rebounds allowed. That means that we can take Napheesa Collier, we can put her at more. My model has her for 10. I already knew that. I do like her, but like I said, I like her points. I like her fantasy score better. I also like her points, rebounds. But if you just want to take her rebounds, you absolutely can. And on that note, Brittany Griner, 6 rebounds. She should be last 5. All red peppers, baby. Look at this. 5, 5, 6, 2, 6. She hasn't gotten 7 in a hot minute. I'm telling you, she's going to be challenging Collier. This is going to be the battle right here, folks. Who's going to win? I hope it's Collier. When I take Griner, less 6 rebounds, I'm going to want to have Collier more 8.5 rebounds. Why? Because they're going to be competing for that same rebound, and I'm hoping that Collier wins the race. If you don't think that's going to happen, this is what it should look like. That is positive correlation into your contest. You need to be thinking like that, and my job is to get you thinking like that. All right? But you can absolutely take Brittany Griner less than 6 rebounds. I wish it was at 6.5, but I will be fine with 6. I'll roll my dice. Even though I like 6 on her rebounds, I like her fantasy over. In fact, I kind of like her points over too, but unfortunately they bumped it to 19.5. It was at 18.5, so that's that. Okay, again, folks, it's only one game. You got to get creative. Do your own thing. Do what feels right for you. They don't even have everyone up here. I covered everyone that I wanted to talk about. If you want a total crap dice roll at Diamond Miller, 27.5 fantasy points. I believe I had her projected for 29. If you want to go there and take a shot, you say, Captain, it's Saturday night. I got Saturday night fever. I'm shaking up the dice and splash them on. Go ahead. Diamond Miller might show up snake eyes, and maybe you don't. We'll have to wait and see. So that is that. I've covered everything that I want to cover except my Alabama faithful. I got combo props for the Alabama faithful. Napheesa Collier and Kayla McBride, more. 35.5 real points. I like it. If you want to take Griner and Taurasi, more. 34.5 real points. I like that. And if you want to go over to the rebounds, you could take Collier and Brittany Griner, less. I would think that one would be a good less, or you could take more, to be honest. These are the 3 you should be targeting, though. I will say that. And if you wanted to go over here to the 3-point combo, if you think that Sophie's going to sell tonight, this is what you'd want to do. You'd want to take less on Taurasi and Cunningham 3-point combo because they need 5 to beat you. So if you don't think Sophie's going to go over her 10-point total, then this is the prop you'd want to take. They don't have a lot of these out today, folks, unfortunately. Like I said, I will get better at this for the Alabama faithful. It's such a shame that legislation came down and did that. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's unfair, and it should be unconstitutional if you ask me. But I'm not really going to brush up on my constitutional law on a WNBA YouTube video. But what I will do is segue over to Underdog Fantasy. And here we got a pick'em contest. Like I said, Sophie Cunningham, higher than 9.5 real points. I'm taking it. Kayla McBride, higher than 12.5 real points. I'm taking it. Napheesa Collier, higher than 30.5 points plus rebounds. I'm taking it. Those are my favorite 3. Feel free to combine anything that I talked about in PrizePicks into your Underdog contest. It's totally fine as long as the lines make sense, okay? I appreciate that. Guys, use promo code CRUSH. I'm begging you to use the code. I want to give you a 30-day free trial into my Discord. It crushes. And in return, you will crush. Use the code. DM me a screenshot of it. Say, Captain, I used your code. You know how many have cashed in on it? Over 100 people have taken that, and my retention rate on that is 85%. That means that the people that tried it out, they ended up loving it and they stayed, and that is why I do it, because I'm confident in my product and what I'm giving you guys and girls. So that is that. Now we go to the end of the video, and this is all we need, folks. We did it. We covered it. Same game parlay season, just one. Tomorrow we get about 3 or 4 WNBA games, and you better believe, even though it's Sunday, I will wake up early and I will come out here and I will break all that down for you guys. I believe the game start at 3, so hopefully we can get out there and get it done. I appreciate you guys watching my content. If you're new here, let me know in the comments below. I want to see who's new and see what the algorithm's doing. Again, if you like my content, give me a like. It helps me out. Give me a subscribe. I like that even better, folks. All right, I appreciate it. Good luck tonight. As always, let's crush.